Welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, Timepants, and today we are going to go back to, let's say, the ruins, since it's the only medium mission, and I feel most comfortable, or would feel most comfortable, doing a medium mission right now. We have slowly been putting a team together that I feel complements our new Abomination, and yes, let's quickly make sure that we have, okay. We have been slowly putting together a party which I feel best complements our Abomination, and I think we've finally got something here. Like, we actually have something that we can work with and hopefully make work. And I do feel like the Arbalest that we just added, despite being sadly, woefully under-leveled for this party, a level 0, although slightly better still than our previous party composition. I do feel that this was the missing piece. This is the last piece of the puzzle that we really need to bring this party together and actually have a cohesive unit that is able to work together, complement each other's strengths, and hopefully get through this without too much difficulty. And difficulty is certainly something we've had an abundance of in these first two runs. Stress, and more stress. That's the key word here. And I am paying a steep premium so we don't have to stop running our dear Abomination here. But, yeah, we are paying a steep price for the privilege. Let's see here. This is a bit interesting. How do we want to do this? We can do Psych Up, and then we could reduce his stress by 25 and increase everybody else's by 5, but I don't think that's the correct play. I really would like to experiment more with our Abomination's transform ability. I said that last time. I'm so sorry. That's super loud. That's got to be a bug. I said that we would experiment more with our Abomination's transform ability last time. Didn't do it. I sincerely apologize, but we found ourselves in a situation... Oh, this kind of sucks. We found ourselves in a situation in which we just had... We had no real option available to us other than to try our best and just survive since our last... Oh no. Yeah, since our last bounty hunter, who was the previous person in this slot, yeah, we just had to kind of make do, since I think he ended with like 97 stress or something like that. And yeah, stress seems to be the recurring theme of our party here. Hopefully we can get a little bit of stress relief, and a little bit is right, but perhaps enough. We could transform here. Let's see, speed of 3, speed of 1, 7, 6, 1. We may be able to just get a kill. Let's see. Alright, so we have a kill, and then our Occultist should go for... No. But fortunately we did get a dodge there, and yeah, a little bit more stress relief would be great. A little bit more is right. Oh, here's one thing that is worth mentioning. Up until recently, it had been a bit of a mystery how initiative per turn will come back. If the situation looks good, we'll come back. But we have sun rings rather than moon rings, and we will have to fight in pitch dark. We'll come back if things look good, though. That's a Timepants guarantee. But yeah, there was a bit of a mystery as to how exactly our initiative order was calculated. And the new patch notes actually shed a bit of light on that. It turns out that yeah, it turns out that... Gosh, how do we want to do this? It turns out that there was... that the calculation used was something like D10, rather a 10-sided dice, or a a random number between 1 and 10.
A decisive pummeling.
That that was rolled, and whatever came up, that was your initiative. So whoever, so it would be a D10 random number between 1 and 10 added to your speed, and then based on that, an initiative order would be determined. Who goes next in each round. This sucks. This sucks. That has since changed according to the most recent patch notes.
As the fiend falls,
and it is now a D8 which is rolled rather than a D10, which means that speed should factor in a bit more. There should be a little bit less randomness, a little bit less variance, and you should be able to have a bit better idea of who should be going next in order. And I feel as though we have been able to rather accurately predict how that is, how that's supposed to work. So that has been fortunate. At least our predictions seem to have been fairly accurate. All right, holy water. I don't want to waste it, but there we go. Wonderful, wonderful. We absolutely needed that. We didn't need to fight in there, but we did need that. But yeah, this should make it a little bit easier to determine who is next in the initiative order, because there should be less variance there with only an 8-sided die being rolled rather than a 10-sided. Of course, whether or not the results actually bear that out is subject to further testing, but for the time being, I feel fairly confident in saying that an investment in speed is now a better use of resources. How do we want to do this? I mean, we don't have a kill chance here. We have a very good kill chance here. This was a very fortuitous round. And it was such a fortuitous round, in fact, that I felt it necessary to use the word fortuitous rather than lucky. Because it was highly fortuitous. I'm such a tool, good lord. But I mean, that was a heck of a swing there in the second round. I was pretty proud of that. I felt like we managed the combat well. All right, actually, let's use our brains here. We're going to go a little bit deeper here. Let's go ahead and just use this. I mean, this is the reason that I brought these herbs. Barely worth the investment, especially when you consider we're going to take stress for backtracking. But then we should be able to just go around this way and then pop in here and see if this is where our quest objective is. So, good? Yeah, let's say good. I think that will save us a bit of trouble and travel in the long run. Whether or not it offsets the stress that we incurred for backtracking, whether or not that actually occurs, I don't know. But at the very least, I feel like that was a fairly wise way to handle that issue of whether or not we were advancing, or whether or not we followed the proper course of action to get through and try and cover as much ground as we could, or as much ground as we can, sorry. Well, we can opt to heal here. I mean, the odds of her actually getting a kill are quite low. The healing itself was also quite low, but at the very least, we did get some benefit out of it. And now
This expedition at least
it
promises
feels like
success.
we're moving in a forward direction here, a positive direction. Forward, positive. We'll say forward.
The way is lit.
Let's
The path is clear.
let's see. I
You
think
require only the strength to follow it.
we want to swing on the maggots, since I think their attacks are a bit more deleterious, a bit more damaging. At case in point, stun. Yeah, see, case in point. So yeah, I think we want to take them down. But look, I feel like this is I don't think this is a good use of the skill. Don't get me wrong. But do you want to transform? Just to see what it's like? Let's do it. Alright. Oh, and they are not happy about that at all. Slam? We haven't done that yet. We can welcome to the slam and or the jam. We've done rake. We haven't done rage. Wow, 13 to 27 damage is a lot. And that did seem like rage to me. That seemed like a very rage-based attack. And we do get the healing there.
Success
And
so
we do
clearly
get a little bit of stress ticked back. I actually didn't notice that the first couple of times that we reverted. But our party does actually get a little bit of stress relief when he does revert. And I don't want to sound conceited here, but I do want to take the opportunity to just come out on record. Not like come out on record, you know, I'm not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just want to go on record as stating that I did kind of call the mechanics for the Abomination, didn't I? Like, I think it's back in episode 149 where I was talking about how I thought the Abomination would work, and I think at that time I said that I think
in this place.
that the Abomination could possibly have 3 regular attacks, 3 transformed attacks, and 1 attack, that would allow him to transform and revert, or 1 skill that would allow him to transform or revert. And isn't that
Nations spring to
pretty
life
much exactly
with a single
what happened?
purpose.
Oh my goodness. Timepants, do you have evil powers? I might, actually. But, hey, I feel pretty good about that I read Red Hook's mind, and Red Hook, I'm just saying, you still haven't gotten back to me. I know that you're getting my emails. You don't have a telephone number published, but I am slowly making my way through the phone book. And by phone book, I mean I am just dialing 1 number. I'm just incrementing the number that I'm dialing up by 1 again and again and again. But I will eventually get one of your telephone numbers, and when I do, Red Hook, we're going to have a little discussion about being a little bit more receptive to your audience, and by your audience, I mean specifically me, regarding my myriad fascinating and well thought out ideas for your delightful game here. Why would you ignore me, Red Hook? Why would you do that? I just want to help out. I just want to be a buddy. You know? It hurts me that
Ringing
the-
ears.
you know, I'm throwing myself at you. I am proverbially on my knees. I am sitting right now on my bottom, but I am proverbially on my knees here. Red Hook, please. I've got a head just bursting with ideas. Bursting. I can help. Just tell me what you want. I can help. Anyway, so that's my pathetic plea there, coming out publicly and absolutely humiliating myself. But Red Hook, come on. I called it, right? That has to count for something. We're of a common mind. So this is bad. This is actually not what we want at all. That's actually rather specifically what we want. This this arrangement here, not so much. But if we can get a stun here, yeah, we're just gonna have to kind of deal with this. But now we're more or less back in an orientation that we can feel more comfortable with. And look at this. I am thinking now we drop the hammer. Oh, I'm thinking so. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Absolution? Absolutely. Oh my goodness. I totally just thought that up right now. And you did. This is great. Look at this. Even when the game has just tried to thwart us at every... That was unusual. At every turn, we just come up with the damage we need. We put it together. We rise to the occasion. Hey, I'm feeling pretty good about this, guys. Alright, hopefully this scouting will yield some information about this hallway. No, of course not. But, at the very least, we do have a bit of a heads up. Let's, oh, you. We do, I didn't bring, I usually bring at least one. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. So, we do, have at least a bit of forewarning about this particular encounter. And, I think this is transformation time. I think so. If we could get another dodge here, that'd be great. That said, I mean, look, Beast's Bile, that could get a kill. I think we got to do it. I'm sorry. I know. I wanted to transform also, but I don't think this is the time. I think we hold off. We got to make it count, because right now we've got a bit of a situation here. I think if it bleeds is the way to go. We got a bit of a situation here, just with this whole nastiness going down. So I think we bandage. Oof. Beautiful. We bandage. What we're going to do now is we're going to heal with our Occultist. Yeesh. We're going to heal with our Occultist. Please don't bleed again. We really can't afford that to happen. And one of those? Not great. And this is gonna hurt. I'm afraid that I did want to delay, and actually maybe that's still the proper course of action. I think we do delay, just because of how much damage we've got incoming here. Well, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I'm still not thrilled about it. But our health situation's looking better. So let's proceed. A little bit of stress relief, and I am thinking that perhaps our next encounter, maybe we transform. Let's think about it. You know, assess the situation, of course. We don't want to commit to anything right away. Oh, this is actually not threatening at all. But, darn. If I had been a little bit wiser... Okay, we don't need to deal with that. If I had been a little bit wiser, I would have ducked in here and at least investigated these two squares, and wouldn't have had to backtrack like that and incur that additional stress. But you know what? That's alright. You know, we have to accept that we're not perfect. And if, like I said, if you're watching this series, you basically had to, at some point, accept that not only was I not perfect, sometimes it probably seemed like I wasn't even trying. Now, that's not true. I really try. I am the textbook definition of a try-hard. As a matter of fact, that was a distinction that I was repeatedly assigned in high school and college and among my friends and family. But, I mean, isn't that a good thing? Like, I mean, don't you want people to try hard? I mean, don't you want to associate with people who give their best effort? I feel like that's not a negative quality. That's an asset. That's a positive trait, am I right? So let's transform. Why? Just because it's cool. She got a buff? Huh. That's weird. Oh, maybe I just went cross-eyed. That only lasts for 2 rounds, though, huh? Alright, so do we rake? That's, I mean, it's got a potential, I mean, it's got a chance to kill. This has a better chance to kill, and this, not so much. I think we go with rake. I just want to bottle that up and pour it all over my face like a marathon runner. Oh my goodness. Classic. Beautiful. That was textbook. That was great. We got a little bit of healing. I'm not sure if you even needed it, but, you know, I'd rather have it than not need it, than need it and not have it. That sounds appropriate. But this, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, this is going much better than any of our previous attempts here. I mean, the last couple of... That makes me unhappy. The last couple of... Do you want to try? Yeah, let's do it. The last couple of runs that we've had, I mean, things have gone a little south on us. And I don't mind saying that things got a little hairy there. But at this point, I feel like we've got the party that we need. We've got the group together that can support our fledgling Abomination. Oof. Danger. Beautiful. Perfect. But yeah, we've got a party here that can support our up and coming. You want to just see what this is like? Our up and coming Abomination. Look at. Oh my goodness.
Trifling victory,
So good.
but a victory nonetheless.
It's just silly. I like this. Yeah, I like this new class. Like, this is a class with class. He is super cool. He's got interesting, varied skills. He's got a very interesting and cool transformation mechanic. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I think this is one of the more engaging classes. I would even put it right up there with the Houndmaster in terms of sort of the strategic opportunities that this class affords. I am so happy. So we won't be going to the Weald anytime soon. This doesn't matter. we just got Mathan with a lazy eye. That's fine. We may run in the Cove. Ooh, that would be cool. Flawed release, not so good. Of course, Ruins, we might go back there. It remains to be seen, but I will say this. We have us a pretty cool party that we're running right now. We're going to keep at it, at least until Danger makes it to the appropriate level, at which point he can start running with these cool dudes. We'll wait and see how things turn out. I'm a little disappointed in our variety here, but yeah, we'll wait and see. We're looking good though. This is a cool party, and I can't wait to keep running it. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.